calls on Aaliyah Boston. How do you navigate this quarter in terms of her playing time?
Yeah, we've really got to see how it goes. We need to try to buy her some time with Dee Dee on the floor, and we got to get her back in the game and go to her.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. Always appreciate the time from Stephanie White, head coach of the Fever. Nice look inside. What a dish from Howard, and Duntis the hand.
Done beautifully there by Indiana.
Here's Wheeler. Off to Malunga. Wow. You see flashes of what the 19-year-old is capable of. The one-legged turnaround jumper.
And you just look at her frame, 6'6" and super long.
Cunningham connects on another three.
And because of the trap on the on-ball screen, when you move the ball, you heard Sophie Cunningham talk about it. Those looks will be there.
Good D there from Lexi Hull. And Stephanie White told us she just loved the way they have. Here's Clark. No. And Hull, the good box. Indiana, 9 assists on their 9 made field goals. Here's Duntis. Duntis maneuvering her way, couldn't quite slip it in. Rebound Clark. Here's Mitchell, nice hesitation, and then gets fouled as Tiffany Mitchell, the former member of the Fever, will shoot a pair.
Well, she saw that she had a 5
thing to remind our ABC audience when it comes to the WNBA. This offseason, all but 2 veterans are, I'm not sure all of us have really taken the proper focus to understand what a frenzy it is going to be when it comes to player movement this particular offseason, CBA pending.
Free agency is going to be incredible.
And a whistle here against Seattle. Their deals with the new CBA, expecting a big pop in salary. You also don't know whether or not there's still going to be a core to keep players with their respective franchises. Here's Malunga. Nice moves inside. And some impressive flashes here from Dominique Malunga.
And you see how much her confidence has grown throughout the course of the season. She stepped in and posted hard, demanded the basketball. That's half the battle.
Holly?
Well, she's getting more regular minutes earlier in the game, as we see today. And we talked to her coach, Noelle Quinn, about why. She said she's 19. We had to get her in a rhythm, whether it's weight room, workout, film study, preparation, and you understand their system. She's just had incredible plays on both ends of the floor, defensively and offensively, in this last stretch.
And 19 years old, I mean, it's just so young. Just recently became the youngest player in the Turkish team. Coming up this offseason and shooting nearly 2 blocks per. Wheeler works around the hedge. Magbagora 3, that is way off. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. Separated by more than 4 points in this first half. Duntis fakes the 3 and drains the 2.
Tamiris Duntis, the last few games, the second she touches the basketball, her eye off, is just looking to be very aggressive offensively.
Gabby Williams, Skylar Diggins getting ready to check back in for Seattle. Mitchell, explosive drive, couldn't finish it. Lexi Hull is such a terrific rebounding guard. Knocked that to McDonald, who turns it into 2 with gas all the way to the cup.
Body to get Wheeler out of the way so that she could fling it in. The speed of Ari McDonald. She is
by the cheer here from the Seattle fans. I mean, one thing we know about this city, it has always been incredibly supportive of women's sports. We experienced that a couple of years ago. We're here when Caitlin Clark led Iowa to wins over Colorado and Louisville en route to her first Final Four. The atmosphere at the games here was just incredible. And it was interesting, Caitlin was actually on Rapinoe, their podcast, and she said she feels like that Louisville game when she had a 40-point triple-double was really kind of the game where her life changed and the attention on her really changed.
That's when the attention on all of women's basketball really started to change.
We actually organized Sue Bird to meet Caitlin Clark before that Louisville game.
Yes.
She had never met her before. We brought her in, surprised them at shoot-around. And so I think Sue Bird gets a little credit for Caitlin's, 40-point triple-double, because that was the day she got to meet her idol.
Before their Elite Eight matchup. Diggins gets denied, but a whistle, and there again, Skylar Diggins getting that whistle.
Howard right there trying to block her up top. The official saw some contact down.
From now through August 7th, enjoy a free League Pass preview and stream live games in the WNBA app with no subscription required. Scan the QR code to get the app. 30-26, Indiana leading Seattle. Here's McDonald bouncing out. Howard will try a three. No. And it tilts out of bounds. Climate Pledge on August 17th here in Seattle.
Incredible. Certainly deserving.
Yes. Here's Agumake. Oh, the footwork. Nika Agumake. Some beautiful ballet to the bucket. Mitchell can't get that to drop either. Kelsey Mitchell 0 for 7 from the floor. Here's Wheeler. Flipping it out. Nneka off. Mitchell zipping inside. Gets that one to drop, plus the foul. Kelsey Mitchell finally on the board. If you were Indiana and you said, hey, you don't have Caitlin Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell's not going to have a field goal till late in the second quarter. While Seattle hit its first attempt from three, that was Nneka. They have missed their last 6. Both of these teams 16 and 12. Nneka able to fend off Aaliyah Boston, who's playing with 2 fouls and had to be careful.
Smart, intentionally attacked the player with 2 fouls.
That's a travel from McDonald. First turnover of the second quarter.
There they go.
Right back to Nneka. Agumake muscling in, spinning, couldn't finish it with the left hand, and then grabbing at her right bicep a bit. McDonald slides it off a foot. Indiana being extra cautious. We heard Holly give the update last weekend how Stephanie White wants to make sure Caitlin Clark gets some real good practice time before she returns. And if you look at the calendar, that would be more likely to happen towards the back half of the month of August as Caitlin works her way back. But I thought it was interesting, Rebecca, having the conversation with Stephanie White about how they're playing now and how does so well when she gets back.
She talked about how fast the Fever play end to end when Caitlin is on the floor, and then when she's off the floor, how they move the ball, and you know how the ball finds its way back to the shooters. She also talked about the gravity that Caitlin has on the floor. Like, you can just run one action and you tilt the entire defense and get a good look. How you have to go to multiple sides and multiple actions, and how her team has gotten very good at that.
Holly?
Well, Stephanie White did give us a small update on Caitlin. The full speed running the last 4 or 5 days. Still not doing full basketball activities, but there has been some progress made recently.
Yeah, good to see that for sure, Holly. Thanks so much. As Boston, that's a tough bucket. Able to sneak it in around McBagor.
Game before Caitlin re-injured herself, and how good Indiana looked when Caitlin was on the court, and then in the minutes when she was on the bench as well. It felt like they were really bringing it together.
Yeah, everything was humming. Agumake can't hit the jumper. Wow. Tiffany Mitchell getting in there aggressively. And I mean, is a whistle going to blow? How is that not a foul? So Cunningham will jump it up with Mitchell. Terrific effort by Mitchell. And now it's going to a loose ball foul against Seattle. Indiana's in the bonus, so Seattle's. Cunningham hits the first free throw. Sophie 2 for 2. Cunningham with those free throws matches the largest lead of the game for either team. It's 6. 10 points for Cunningham. Lob it inside, knocked away by McDonald.
We'll see some more movement. We saw some yesterday.
Yeah.
Was that this morning?
This morning, Dejanay Carrington on her way to Minnesota. Boy, do the Lynx look good. You just hope that Afisa Collier is okay. How about Mitchell picking the pocket? Forgot to take it with her. McDonald has it. Oh my! An unconventional highlight as Boston finishes it. Wild sequence. And it bears fruit at the end for the Fever. Mitchell, no. Off to Boston. And off Mitchell. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Indiana. Howard, great position, and lays it in, just able to shed Williams.
Also a